Howdy. Today is March. What day is it again? March 15th, 2020. It is 10:15 p.m. Yesterday was very boring, but I ended up staying up all night long. So I ended up, I was up at 6, right? Technically. And I slept from like 8 a.m. to like 9 or 8 p.m. Feel great. I feel amazing. I'm gonna say it took a lot for me to like do my routine though. I took a walk right away as I got up to Walgreens, which was not completely, but fairly cleaned out. A lot of the stuff that I normally get wasn't there, so I participated in the panic and grabbed myself like 5 boxes of corn dogs because this was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get food tomorrow. So I grabbed whatever I could, not whatever I could, but a decent amount of food, more than I was planning on getting, because I was just gonna get like the day's worth of food. But I also don't really want to make myself go down there, because of this virus. I'm gonna see if I can't show you. Let me see if I can show you this. So I have my church pulled up. I got my my laundry started. I got my second load right here. So I'm up to 2 loads clothes. Looks like I could probably get away with doing it every other week. I like to do them on Sundays. And then my church, if you look at this, I guess you wouldn't know because you don't normally go there. So you wouldn't know what it normally looks like. But that's not usually the setting. They are definitely doing this church from a different location, probably the preacher's home, because of the coronavirus. I wasn't going to go because of the coronavirus. I'm like, this just doesn't make much sense to do that. But I didn't know that they were going to be doing all this. So I was planning on going to their Facebook and watching it anyway, but it looks like that was the only way to get the Lord's message this week. So yeah, I'm doing my whole routine in a makeshift way. I will be coming back here soon to do the week in recap or week in review. Tomorrow, I got class, which I do actually have to go to get my homework, and I might just hang out there for a while to handle some business, because I got a lot of stuff that I should be able to handle. School stuff, money stuff, and potential job stuff. Like tomorrow, I'm trying to take advantage of this coronavirus. I'm trying to take advantage of the situation and be timely and use it for my benefit. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. It looks like I'll be able to do today's list. I'm just gonna watch this, eat, drink water, journal and stuff like that, and I should basically have another perfect day, even though it's a little bit strange. We'll talk about that in the review. All right. Another week in the bag. It is that time again when I have to, not have to, but when I review what went down the previous week and how we did on our routine, as well as addressing any major events that took place. So, off the bat, notable thing that happened is the coronavirus has had a major effect on society as a whole. Everyone is either panicked, quarantined, staying at home, or I don't know, losing their minds. But other than that, I guess I also started a class. So I was, busy during the morning and afternoon times with that class. We're just kind of warming up, so there wasn't a whole lot discussed. We just did some readings and, got introduced to one another. Just as we found out on Friday, the 13th, that we probably will not be having class and we'll be doing things remotely from now on. We'll be given homework on Mondays, and then we will return the packet on Fridays, because we're going to be given packets. The class will still be open for like office hours, so we'll still be able to work together and with the teacher, which I will be there tomorrow, and I'm kind of hoping that there will be at least a few people there. But let's not talk about next week, let's talk about this week. So, other than those two major events, there were no other major events that took place. I did find out more about the possibility of moving, and I did find out about a few job opportunities that are very promising. On your screen, there should be an image of my habit bowl for the week, and you'll see that the beginning of the week, from Sunday all the way to Thursday, is flawless. Everything got done. I went to church, I went to therapy, I uploaded videos, and I did my entire routine. Friday is the first day where it was not a perfect day. I smoked tobacco. And then I ended up staying up late, so then Saturday I did not wake up at 6. So that's something to look at going forward, to see if, because I don't necessarily feel badly about especially sleeping in and not waking up at 6 on Saturday. The smoking part, I don't feel that bad about it either because it was so little. But smoking is never good for you, so I feel a little bit more bad about that particularly. But we're not making any permanent changes to the plan. Some changes that I'm considering adding, and maybe I'll do them informally before I make them formal. But a few changes would be to like make a song a week, doing laundry every other week seems to be a decent time frame, and potentially attending an FNM. If you're not familiar, don't worry about it. We could talk about that another time. Those are the things that I'm considering adding, and then I'm also considering changing the requirement to wake up at 6 on Friday and Saturday, or on Saturday, and potentially like giving myself some leeway in terms of like maybe my like the rule around drinking on those particular days, Friday and Saturday. But as of right now, I am not making those changes. Those are just changes to keep an eye out for. I feel really great. There was like a lot of times where I did things purely as a formality. Like last night when I journaled, I actually wrote, I'm doing this mostly as a formality, as the first line, and I was thinking about not writing anything else. I ended up writing more, but that's where I was at. And then, my workouts for the last 2 days have been very lackluster. Like, literally, I just did like, I think 10 to 15 push-ups, and then I did like 10 to 15 sit-ups both days. Just going through the motions. I am a bit sore, and that's why I wanted to incorporate, doing other physical activities like basketball or swimming 2 to 3 times a week, just, so I'm not constantly working out the same way. But due to the virus, there's not, I just haven't felt comfortable going out as much. So, like I said, I do feel very good, like physically, mentally. I've continued to explore more possibilities and kind of modified my plan, and I'm becoming more and more comfortable with the direction in which I'm going. Even today, becoming more and more comfortable, potentially lowering the monthly overhead. And I mean, one negative thing is I have this pain in my butt cheek, which randomly happens sometimes, and I'm probably going to have to see a doctor about it. But that's my only complaint. Other than that, it's just a matter of doing the routine, even if it is somewhat of a formality some days, and trying to not let off the gas, even though there is a very good excuse to do so right now. So, hopefully you enjoyed this. I'm looking forward to continuing. Today is day 8. This is the week 1 in review, and I will see you in a week to do week 2.